And then all of a sudden, everything around us was drastically different. We started to see less and less people out in the streets, and they made it official. We had to completely change the way we live. I'm sure no one was expecting that something like this would happen, especially in these times that we're living with so much technology. These times are going to go into history of one of the biggest events that humans had to go through. I hope that today I'm able to inspire you and finding some motivation when it comes to doing things in life and not letting this energy that is surrounding us invade your inner happiness and the creative mind and creative and amazing person that you are, and all the things that you are able to accomplish and all the things that I am convinced that you are able to do. I want to walk you through some of the things that I've been focusing on that I believe have been helping me when it comes to not feeling uninspired or isolated and not being able to do all the things that I really wanted to do before this year started. I also think it's important for me to point out the fact that it's totally okay to also not be productive all the time. The times that we're living are definitely not something that we are used to, so I understand that these times are also a time for us to disconnect from all the chaos that we live, that we have to experience every single day. We have to go to work, we have some responsibilities, we have to go back and do all the things that we are determined to do. So these times are also a great time for mental detox and to reflect on the things that you'd like to improve, but in a more quiet setting by taking breaks and just feeling lazy. I read a while ago that the human brain processes the amount of information in one day that our ancestors used to do in a lifetime. So just think about that and think about all the content that you're consuming and all the information that you are taking in just by scrolling down your phone and different social medias, especially on these times where all that you are able to see around here is based on the same topic and is not really positive, as that also affects our way of living our life. When I think about time, I think about that as a currency, given that time, the most valid, oh my gosh. Prior to the beginning of this year, 2020, I sat down and I wrote in a notebook several things that I wanted to focus on this year. So I started with intentions and I separated these intentions for different categories that I added in buckets, and these categories were areas of my life that I wanted to improve. On a different page, I separated these intentions that I wrote on things that I had to either change or that I needed to improve. So if you've been thinking on implementing new habits in your life, then I think this is a great time to just sit down and write what are some of the things that you want to do. Another thing I've been focusing on more is on meditating and making sure that I have a good mental health and that my brain is clear when it comes to making decisions. Things like breathing techniques that involve concentrating on the natural rhythm and movement of your breath are things that have been really beneficial for me when it comes to improving the attention, reducing anxiety, and feeling a greater sense of calmness. Another part of meditating is the aspect of awareness, which involves noticing without judgment what's happening in the moment, in the now, allowing all the thoughts that are coming in your head, in your body, brain, and surroundings. These are really great to improve the problem solving, increasing energy, motivation, and feeling a greater sense of satisfaction. It is also a great time to do a self reflection and look back on the past few months and see if the things that you were doing were working for you, and if the habits that you have are things that you still want to keep in your life or the things that you want to modify. And once you do this, then it's a great time to just start by implementing small changes on these to make sure that you're moving forward and that you don't feel like you're stuck because a small thing that it's all in your control and you can definitely change. So I want to leave a card right here. It's sort of like a poll where you will answer yes or no. Go back on this past month and reflect on the things that you've been doing and how you have been spending your time, and if those things have been working for you or not. I think it's a good exercise just to start recognizing if the habits or the routines that you've been implementing are being beneficial for you or they are hurting you. About also, you know, it is proven that learning something new makes you happier and gives you a greater sense of accomplishment and pride of yourself. Those are things that we always have to strive to reach. Learning new skills, it's also great when it comes to feeling accomplished and feeling pride of yourself. It's something that helps you feel like you're having a foundation of your why and understanding on the things that sparks your curiosity and sparks your creativity, and then just following those gets you on a different perspective and makes you look at life at a different way. The reason why I wanted to do this video is because I feel like the energy that we have within ourselves has been very driven by all the content that we're consuming, and I feel like we've been living a life where we just wake up every morning trying to figure out how many more days are we going to be in quarantine rather than just enjoying the moment and living in the now. We don't know what's gonna happen next, but what we do know is what's happening now. So why not put our energy and focus on the things that we can do? If you've been given the time to invest in yourself, then just do that and just cherish every moment. I know these are not very easy times to live in, but I know that we will get through this and this will pass. Think about that December 31st. All the feelings or the emotions. I don't want you to think about this year 2020 and been just damaged and then just wait for another year to start. The outcome of this year depends only on you. You are in total control of your life and all the decisions that you have to do, regardless of what's happening in the world. Just focus on yourself and focus on the things that make you happy, and remember that the outcome of this year depends only on you. You can still make this your best year yet.